Those who want a caliphate and those who want communism or a new world order, they all need the same thing first: unrest and chaos. This is unmistakably planned. Unrest could spread like wildfire across the Middle East and into Europe. We're already seeing it. It's called the coming insurrection.
Will democracy take shape, or will a radical Islamic caliphate soon form?
We need the army to keep Egypt from moving in the direction of an Islamic caliphate.
One word: caliphate. 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 The caliphate is driving some. This isn't driven by the caliphate. It's caliphate. All Islamic governments would unify under a caliphate. That's a caliphate. Saudi Arabia, God help them. I don't know what happens to those guys. Look, you can call it a new world order or a caliphate, but the world right now is being divvied up. And the uber left and the Islamicists and the global elites are moving in the same direction.
Here's the caliphate. This is where the Muslim Islamists held a great portion of the United States, of the world, I'm sorry, spreading all the way into Europe.
What is happening in Egypt is one of those great reminders of how important the press is. When whether or not the press is able to do its job is one of the determining factors in whether a revolution succeeds or fails. For Americans, I think it is a day to be proud that we have a constitutionally protected free press. However, just because the media is important to the outcome of an event like this does not mean that an event like this brings out the best in all the media. Por ejemplo, our friends Glenn Beck and Sean Hannity across the street at the Fox News Channel, they seem to be having a hard time this week.
Here is Egypt. The Muslim Brotherhood want this. We got this. This is their official memorandum from the Muslim Brotherhood about their plans for North America. We showed you in their own words that their goals include the transformation of America into an Islamic state, the destruction of the Western world. Well, I want to show you their branches or spin-offs that they've created, operating in the United States, here in America. They are spreading their influence here through these organizations and internationally.
We called this segment Seriously for a reason. On Glenn Beck's show in the afternoon on the Fox News Channel, what you need to know about what's going on in Egypt is that it means America will be forced to become an Islamic state. Start hoarding food or whatever. On Mr. Hannity's show in the evening, it is almost better.
The Obama administration's policies are being viewed through and actually articulated and now implemented through influence operations that the Muslim Brotherhood itself is running in our own country.
The Muslim Brotherhood you keep hearing about in Egypt? Actually, it's the implementation arm of the Obama administration here at home. As long as you're watching Sean Hannity's Hour on Fox News at night, alone, with the lights off, and the flashlight under your chin. That same Hannity guest who says the Muslim Brotherhood is secretly running the Obama administration, or whatever. The website Think Progress caught up with him this weekend. They asked him exactly who in the Obama administration is secretly in cahoots with the Muslim Brotherhood. Naturally, he named names.
John Brennan is the Homeland Security Advisor to the President of the United States.
I think he's complicit in this creep of Sharia law.
On what the nature of the threat is, and is insistent upon using Brotherhood Front organizations as sources of information and as vehicles for, as I say, reaching out to the Muslim American community. Jim Clapper, the Director of National Intelligence, has said that these sorts of groups are sources of wisdom, as he puts it, to the United States government. Janet Napolitano, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, is incessantly meeting with Muslim Brotherhood Front organizations and I think has in the past, if not today, employed people who are associated with them.
So the Director of National Intelligence, the President's Homeland Security Advisor, and of course, Janet Napolitano, they're all Muslim Brotherhood. don't you know?
And I have here a list of the names of 207 persons who are known by the Secretary of Defense as being members of the Communist Party.
Egypt is a big, complicated, and important story. For some folks in the media, including some folks reporting at Fox News, it is really bringing out their best work, and I mean that uncynically. But also, there's Sean Hannity and Glenn Beck. God bless them.